I know that there are many tutorials out there and it may be very overwhelming for some of you when you are starting web programming. So these are the tutorials that I'm recommending, from coding to design to publishing, and I'll link all these videos in the description down below. So let's go. HTML and CSS courses for free. Brocode. The foundation of your website is made of HTML. Then the styling of your website is made with CSS. These two tools are literally 85% of what you're going to use when you are creating your own website. And how I recommend you guys to learn them is through Brocode's HTML and CSS full course. It teaches the lessons in very simple and slow way. Even I think a 3-year-old can even understand. In the first half of this tutorial, it shows some of the foundation tags that you're going to be using. Div tags, p tags, form tags, button tags, lists, etc. In the second half of this tutorial, it shows some of the stylings that you are going to be using, like position, display, flexbox, animations, etc. It shows many examples for each part for you to understand. How I recommend you guys to use this tutorial is to watch it in 2x speed, so that you can understand all the function or all the syntax that is inside HTML and CSS. JavaScript full course for free. Brocode. Another tutorial from Brocode. This is a 12 hours one. In this tutorial, he teaches all the functions that will be useful when making your website more responsive. But JavaScript is a huge ass language, so I don't recommend you guys to watch the entire 12 hours of the course. Just skim through the course, see what syntax or functions are there inside JavaScript. Then start your first ever project. The projects that I recommend are navigation bars, to-do list, and calculator. You can learn the basics of JavaScript from these projects. I don't want you guys to be stuck in tutorial hell. This is not the way to learn, but rather get an idea of what there are inside the language itself, then start coding. How to properly lay out a website for beginner. The website architect. Now that you have created some projects using HTML, CSS and JavaScript, let's start creating your first ever website. Yippee! But how? I don't have a clue on how to design a website, and chances are you may not have a web designer working with you. This is where the following tutorials that I will be recommend will be helpful for you. But first, let's learn the basics of laying out your website properly. In this tutorial, he shows some design principles that you could follow when you are creating a website. Then he shows some examples of nice section layouts that many designers are using in the website. After which, he shows you how you can use the examples of the section layouts to create a website. How I recommend you guys to use this tutorial is to note down the principles and the layouts that he shows inside a notebook or somewhere. Then when you are designing, you can just refer to the notebook and use them to design your website. The easy way to design top tier websites. Sajid. This tutorial goes more in depth into the design of the components itself. Small things like font size, spacing, colors can make or break a website, so this tutorial helps with those. He goes through the optimal font sizes to choose from, what spacing to choose for which component, how to use colors to direct readers' focus, etc. How I recommend you guys to use this tutorial is to look through it before you design your own website. The best homepage layout in web design, supported by UX. The website architect. Why is this the perfect homepage? Wes McDowell. A homepage is literally the most important aspect of a website. That's why I recommending 2 tutorials on how to create a nice homepage layout. Both tutorials shows how to design a website optimized for businesses. The designs in there tend to be more on the simpler side, which is perfect for you if you are just starting out. They show you how to use psychology or kinda like storytelling-ish to structure your homepage, and also explaining why each sections are where they are. How I will recommend you guys to use this tutorial is to sketch out all the templates that have been given to you in the tutorial on a notebook. For me, I do so by doing the following. For headers, I draw the zigzag line. For paragraphs, I draw a straight line. For pictures, I draw some mountains and a sun. The perfect about page isn't what you think. Use this formula instead. Wes McDowell. This is the same concept as creating a homepage, but for the about page. He shows what to include inside the page, like the text, the images, a human element, etc. He also explains why he includes them. How I will recommend you guys to use this tutorial is the same as the last one. Is to sketch out all the templates that he gave inside a notebook. Then when you want to code a about page, you can just refer to it. How to put an HTML website online on the internet. Super simple dev. Congratulations, you have finally created your first ever website. If you have friends, you might even want to share it with them. But how? This tutorial helps with that. In the tutorial, he showed how to use GitHub to publish your website online, and even show how to add domain to it in a step-by-step, slow manner. It took me way too long to figure out how to publish the website online, so this hopefully will help you save time for it. How I would recommend you guys to use this tutorial is to follow along to the video when you want to publish a website online. So yeah, these are my favorite tutorials out there and which actually helped me along my web programming journey. So anyways, that's my opinion. Bye.